So I think everyone already knows the importance of grappling skills in karate, and so today we're looking at one of my, favorite ways of looking through kata is not only applying the movements of the kata while standing, but also doing this while on the ground. Keep in mind, as we do any kind of groundwork, our main goal is to get up and away, not spend time playing on the ground. So the first long step back in Sanseiru is a good way to kind of move into groundwork, where you can look at Zenkutsudachi representing a knee ride position, and any hand movements involved from there can be applied to your beautiful partner on the ground. The next step of Sanseiru is the long step with the hook and push. So the first application on the ground of this movement that I use is a basic scarf hold, and this is where the hook hand is represented here doing this, and then the length of the step shows a potential arm bar where the length of the step presses down to make the hyperextension of the bicep, and then the pushing of the hand can of course represent a strike. So the next application to that movement that we use on the ground is essentially a variation on a go-go plata, where the front step here is the choke in itself, where you're reaching to hook in, and that can make the choke in itself, and then in the same way as the first one, we use the hand pushing to add a strike. So for the Juji-uke or Kosa-uke sequences in Sanseiru, one of the things that I like to look at in kata is the possibility of a shikodachi representing the guard position. And so if you apply this on the ground, then you can use shikodachi as representation of the guard here, and then of course with that technique that can easily translate into a basic cross gi choke that way. And then of course you could also see shikodachi as a representation of getting hooks in here and using that same arm and hand position as a cross choke from the back as you press down that way. And then the kamakiri no kamae, the praying mantis posture in Sanseiru with the hooking movements, can be applied as a takedown or standing control position from behind or at an angle on the side. If you're working to control from here, hooking on one of their forearms, and then also working to hook behind the neck, that makes a similar posture as you close in. Or the same hand positions can be used as a good control if they're already on the ground.